Hello and welcome to day 27 of the 1000 days of no code challenge. Yesterday, we spoke about reusable elements and we also saw how reusable elements can be used for login. Think of this like taking a Xerox copy. You create one design and use it across the app. But here's the thing, in Xerox copy, if you make any change in the original sheet, that does not get reflected onto other sheets which you have already copied. With reusable elements, that's the beauty. You make change in one thing, it gets reflected across all. It's more like a mirror. Now, I'm not sure how many of you have noticed that we are displaying the tweet and the comments in a pop-up and then also on a separate page. Now, that's duplication according to me. We have to create a reusable element for that and then use it at multiple places. So in today's video, let's create a reusable element for the commenting section that is being used at multiple locations. Let's get started. So let's see how do we create a reusable element for the comments in the tweets. Let me go to tweets. So we had pop-up tweet comments, which is where we have all the details along with the option to post or reply and all the comments added at the bottom. So what we can do is click on pop-up tweet comments, right click on it and say convert to reusable element. You can rename this as each tweet and create. Now each tweet will be a pop-up by default because we converted a pop-up to a reusable element. Now let me make this as a normal group and we can go to layout and remove the max width. Min width can be 280. Default builder width can be 500 or 600. Now let's select all of this and create a group which is column container. And let's add 5 spacing or let's say 10. Now we've got max height here, we can remove that. We can make this as just 50 and each tweet type of content is tweet. Let's go back to tweet and pop-up tweet comments. We can go ahead and delete all of this that we have on this pop-up and search for each tweet reusable element, drag it and drop it on pop-up tweet comments. You can see that this is come here. It is asking for a data source. You can mention parent group's tweet. Now let's log in as one of the users. I'm going to log in as avcd@rit7.com. Let me close this. When I click on comments, you can see that all the comments are being shown. Now let me go to status, which is where we are using it again. We have this group where we are displaying the tweet. I'll delete this. We have the multi-line input box which I'll delete. I'll delete the reply button. I'll delete the comments. And all I'll do is search for each tweet and get it over here. Now I can say this is current page's tweet. Let me go back to the page where all the tweets are being shown. And we know that when we click on any of these tweets, it's taking us to the status page with the details of that particular tweet. And you see that the tweets are being shown along with the comments. Now the beauty is the comment should not be shown this way. The comments also needs to be shown in this format. So what I'm going to do here is I'll click on this particular reusable element, click on edit element, and then I'm going to this particular group and I'll create this as another reusable element, which is original tweet. Let me click on create. Now I'll click on layout. I'll make this as 500. The type of content here is tweet, and everything else is already mapped. Let me come back to each tweet. I'll go to this group, delete this, search for original tweet, put it inside this group, right? It is asking for data source, so let me put parent groups tweet. Now that is sorted. Over here, we were saving this as comments, but on Twitter, there is nothing called comments. Every single thing is a tweet. So let's slightly change the data structure so as we can use the reusable element, which looks exactly like a tweet. So I'll go to the database and I'll go to tweets in data types and create parent tweet, which will also be linked to a tweet. Create. So if you remember what we had done for tweet comments, we had added linked tweet and then comment. Here, what we are doing is we are looking for parent tweet, which means if I'm commenting under a tweet, then that particular tweet becomes the parent tweet to the comment tweet that we are adding. Okay? And that's why we are making it as parent tweet. Let's go to this comment. We have a reply, edit. So here we were creating a new tweet comment. Instead, we will now create a new tweet. Click on add all fields. Image we don't have as of now for the comments. Parent tweet is parent group's tweet. Tweet text is multi-line post your replies value. Tweeted by is current user. And now we can delete this particular step, reset relevant inputs, and set focus to multi-line input post your reply. This will ensure that every reply is also a tweet. Now with that being done, we can delete this tweet comments. Let me delete this. Go back here. And let's see if this is already working fine. And before we go ahead, one last thing to be done, that is, go to this. This was tweet comments, which is already deleted. Change this to tweets. Now the data source would be clear this expression and then do a search for tweet where parent tweet equals to parent group's tweet. And you can also sort it by created date in ascending order. That is, latest tweet comes on the top. Once you're done with this, now you don't need a text here. What do you need? You need the original tweet, which you can add it over here. And data source is current cell's tweet. Let's see if this is already working fine. Now, because we deleted the tweet comments, all the data with regards to comments have been gone, but let's recreate. My first reply tweet. So if you click on reply, you can see that my name, my first reply tweet as a text, and the option to like are all added here. Even if I go back to the tweet page, the reusable would have already got adjusted, right? So I can click on this one, it'll open up this, my second tweet reply. So click on reply, it'll come down over here. So what we have used here is what we have used here. And that's reusable element, making the app development process much easier and fun. And by now, I think you're loving reusable elements. It's amazing to see how faster and easier reusable elements make development process. In the next video, let's explore how do we add like button for the comments of a particular tweet, making interaction even more engaging. And hey, before you go, if you're following along the journey, I would appreciate if you can go ahead and share your progress on social platforms. It's a great way to track your progress over a period of time and also to inspire others to join this journey. Thank you for being here, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.